Hello, friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Breck Rowell. All right, we are on day 6 of quarantine from work, about the halfway mark right now. Still no symptoms, still feeling pretty good. And I don't really have any reasons to go out and do some grocery shopping today because basically I've got everything I need in the house and might as well leave it to the people who actually really need stuff, or at least avoid the people who are hoarding. Whichever, you can't deal with people like that. That's just the reality that we're in this situation. But there are a couple of things that I do want to start looking into. Number one, I got notice a couple weeks ago that I need to redo the registration on my vehicle. Now, this is a little weird because you may recall I moved into Texas in May of last year. So theoretically, and I got the registration within like a week or two of moving here. So theoretically, my registration shouldn't be due again until May this year. But for some reason, it expires in April. So I think I'm going to go try and deal with that today. I was looking at the numbers, and I got to say, I really love the numbers here. In terms of what you have to pay to get your vehicle registered. It's so much less than what's going on in California. I had the registration for my California car last time I did that there, and I just looked at the number and they charged me, $280 a year to register my vehicle. Plus every other year I had to do a smog check, and that smog check could be anywhere from $100 to, up, $100 up, depending on what they find. If there's nothing wrong, then you're looking at $100. If there is something wrong, then you pay for the test, you pay for the repairs, and then you've got to pay to be retested again. So it can really add up quite a bit. But I remember when I did the vehicle inspection, which I had to do for the car when I registered it the first time, that's heavily subsidized by the state. And I think I paid $5 or $10 for that. And the cost for registering the vehicle is $75. So you know what? That's a good deal. I'm going to go out and get that done today. I also want to start thinking about my income tax situation from last year. I've always kind of depended on my father to help me with that, but the fact that he's no longer with us, not going to be able to help deal with that, and the fact that there's a whole bunch of funny things going on this year that we haven't had to deal with in the past. I got to find somebody that knows what's going on. So I talked to my brother-in-law, who's the financial advisor, and he had told me, 6 or 8 months ago before I moved here, that when the time came to do taxes, that to ask for his help, and he would find somebody local who could help me. Well, he did. I got that address, and while I don't think I'm going to be able to try and get that done today, we're going to try and do that tomorrow. And they're just real close by here, so we're going to go check them out and see what we can do. Now, I know that the tax day, which is normally April 15th in the United States, has been extended because of this whole virus nonsense until July 15th. I still think I want to get it done now because right now all of the money that I have from the proceeds of the house are in a high interest savings account, and that includes the money that I'm going to owe on income taxes for this year. And I want to get that all taken care of so I know exactly how much money I have to spend on the house. And so that's a good reason to get that done. But like I said, I'm going to probably end up doing that tomorrow, just because I want to get this vehicle inspection thing done first. So I think we're going to go out and do that. I just finished doing a live stream, and some people were mentioning that sometimes the service garages in car dealerships and that kind of stuff are closed right now. So I actually got to go see if I can find somebody open to do that. But if so, we'll do that. If not, we'll postpone it to another day and go from there. So let's get going on this. And I decided while I was out and about today, I was going to take my Social Security card and my birth certificate, which had just been kind of bouncing around the apartment for the past few months, and put them back in a safe place. I've had to have easy access to that stuff for some time because, when I'm job hunting and all that, they always want that information and they want to see that. Well, now that we're past that, now that I have a job, I am going to put the stuff back in the storage locker where it needs to be, where it will be safe. I got a safe in one of the storage lockers, so that's where it's going to go, and I'm just doing that on the way through. All right, I am here. I've turned in my car. They're telling me it's going to take about 20 minutes, which is about what my experience was before. So all I got to do is just find a way to entertain myself for the next 20 minutes. There's kind of a nursery across the street, so I think I'll probably go over there and see what's there. I'm going to need some good plant ideas for a yard before too long. Don't know if this will be the place I'll be going, but at least gives me an idea what's out there. Time to weed and feed. Order grass now. Fruit trees, shade trees, now hiring. So they're hiring fruit trees and shade trees, huh? Interesting. It's not how I would have thought that worked. 50% off a Christmas tree now. Good timing. Here, let's get it early. So when I dropped my car off, they told me it would take about 20 minutes to finish it, and just now, about 10 minutes after I left my car, they called me back and said, yeah, we're done, so you can come back and pick it up. So I'm just going to walk back over there and get it. That was easier than I expected. I expected it was going to be easy. So while I was out and about, I decided I needed to go and get a copy of my insurance tag for because the registration is going to want to do that, and I decided since gas prices are so freaking low right now that I might as well take advantage of that. That's right, $1.79 a gallon here in Texas right now. Usually we're about $2 or a little above that, but in addition to what's happening with the stock market via the virus that's making everyone panic, there's a second thing going on right now. There's a little bit of an argument going on between Saudi Arabia and Russia, and in order to deal with the issue, Saudi Arabia has basically just opened up the gas or opened up the pipelines and is just flooding the market with oil, because that hurts Russia, because a big part of Russia's economy is based on oil. So Saudi Arabia is doing that, and that's also what's kind of hurting the stock markets right now. But that's just because the oil giants haven't realized that while it may be bad for them when profits go down, it's actually really good for the rest of us, because the rest of the world runs on oil. And if we can all get our gas for less money, that benefits everyone. So like I said, I'm going to take advantage of that. 21 cents a gallon less than it usually is, and it's already pretty low most of the time. So definitely worth the time. Yep, I filled up my 13-gallon gas tank for $20. I haven't done that in a long time. So it was kind of interesting when I was shooting that last scene at the gas pump. The owner of the station actually came out and wanted to know what was going on. He had seen me on his own cameras shooting video of some kind, didn't know what was going on, and wanted to come out and find out if I was doing some sort of a scam or something like that. And I told him, no, nothing like that. I'm just kind of impressed and amazed with the low gas prices. And I was just talking about that a little bit. He said, okay, we're cool. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure everything was fine. So anyway, yeah, it's good that they watch out for stuff like that, because there's a lot of scams going on right now. But anyway, I think that's all that I have for today. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night.